at the Hive. Miss Phyllis and I have a really good episode for you today. We're going to be playing a little game called Sink or Float. So what we're going to do is we have several different objects that we're going to see, and we want you to play along at home. If you think it's going to end up here at the bottom of our container, or if it's going to float up here at the top of our container. If you want to try this at home, you need to have an adult do it with you or supervise you at least, because handling all of this water can get pretty messy. All right, let's get started. Let's see what our first item is. So we have a tiger. Do we think that he's going to sink to the bottom and crawl along, or do we think he's gonna maybe take a swim and float at the top? Let's see. And he floats. All right, he's just taking a casual swim there. Our next item is a maraca. What do we think about this one? So it does have some beads in there to give it a little bit of weight, but it also allows it to jingle like that. What do we think this is going to do? Do we think it's going to join Mr. Tiger here at the top, or do we think it's going to go to the bottom? Let's find out. A little bit of a splash, but it's floating. The next item we have, boys and girls, can you see that? It's a really cool Rev Your Bev coin. It's got a little bit of weight to it. What do we think? Do we think it's going to sink, or do we think it's going to float? Woo! That was a big splash of water. But, boys and girls, if you can see it, it's all the way down here at the bottom of our container, just sitting there. Let's see. What about our monkey? What do we think Mr. Monkey's gonna do? You can move his legs and his arms around. You can tilt his head. What do we think he's gonna do? Do we think he's gonna swim at the top, or do you think he's gonna go have a seat at the bottom? Let's find out. Another big splash, but he's hanging out at the bottom of the water container we have here. So he's gonna be right here, the bottom. Let's see if we can find another fun one. What about another Rev Your Bev item? We have a Rev Your Bev little, we'll say stress ball here. Teardrop, water droplet. Let's see, what do you think this will do? Maybe because it's shaped like a water droplet, it'll float? Or do we think it'll sink? Let's see. A splash, but it's floating. Next we have a little cute little guy. This is our little fuzzy buddy here. And he's kind of cute. He's really soft. Do we think that he is going to float on the top of the water, or do we think he's going to sink and hang out down there with Mr. Monkey? Let's find out. He's floating. For now anyway. But he is floating. All right. Let's try out our stress ball. You can squeeze one of these when you're having big feelings or getting really angry. Yeah. Do we think this is going to sink, or it's going to float? It floats. We might have to check back in with our little fuzzy buddy, because he's floating upside down now. He might end up going to hang out at the bottom with Mr. Monkey, but we'll see. All right, and our last item, we have an apple. Let's see, do we think the apple is going to sink, or is it going to float? Let's find out. Ready? It floats. Big splash, but it floats. So let's take a look at our chart, boys and girls, that we've got behind us. So how many things did we have sink? Only 2, right? 2 so far. And look at all of these things that are up here floating at the top of our container. So now, boys and girls, now that we've done this fun activity, we're going to go over and visit our little story time land, and we are going to talk a little bit more about why this happened. Why do you think that the apple is sitting up here floating and the coin here at the bottom sunk. Wouldn't you think this coin is a whole lot smaller than this apple? Wouldn't you think the apple would go to the bottom and this might float? Well, we're getting ready to show you why. Stay tuned next on the Hive. So now that you've seen the sink or float activity, let's explore why things sink or float. To do that, we're going to dig a little deeper and look through the microscope at what makes up all of the items that we dropped into the water. Remember the apple and the coin we dropped in the water? To understand why they either sank or floated, we have to look at what the water is made of. Everything is made of molecules. Molecules are like little building blocks. Those are the little blue balls you see in the water now. The green arrows you see represent the space between each water molecule. Now let's look at the molecules in the apple and the molecules in the coin. Green arrows show us the space in between each molecule in the apple. Now let's compare the apple to the water. Do you notice the difference in the space in between each molecule? Check out how much space is in between the two molecules from the apple versus the two molecules from the water. There is much more space in the apple as shown by the green arrows. Because there is more space in between the molecules in the apple than there is in between the ones in the water, the apple will float in the water. Now let's look at the molecules of the coin. The green arrows show us that there is not much space at all in between each molecule. Now we're going to compare these molecules to the water. Look at the space in between the molecules of the coin versus the space in between the molecules of the water. There is more space in between the water molecules than in between the coin molecules. So the coin sinks in the water. Now, let's look at this another way. Let's think about our apple again. Here you can see the molecules again that make up the water and that make up the apple. Another way we can look at the space in between the molecules are as pockets of air. Let's see what happens when we color in the air pockets in the apple and the air pockets in the water with white. Do you notice that there is a lot more white in the apple than in the portion of the water? Therefore, more pockets of air than water means that this item will float. Now, let's look at the coin again. You can see the molecules in the coin and in the water. Let's see what happens when we color in the air pockets, or the space in between the molecules. This time, look at all of the pink that's colored in. The coin has a lot less pink than the water. Therefore, the coin has less air pockets, meaning it will sink in the water. And that, boys and girls, is why things may sink or float. That's going to do it for us today on the Hive, but please make sure to tune in next week as we will be exploring snow and hydration. See you next time at the Hive.